Easily is, this thing is a miserable job. And we've come to the conclusion that these guys at Tesla are definitely electronic snobs. They don't let anything slide by. If you have an accident and you need to get rid of the power, you have to cut this cable twice. You have to go over here. This little doodad right here, this little part of the fascia, you're supposed to push that in or pull it out somehow, and then inside there's two cables. You have to pull those cables out. You have to have a set of jumper cables, and you have to have a 12-volt battery so that you can connect to the two leads, and that'll pop the hood. We've never seen anything like this. Usually there's some kind of a mechanical thing that'll allow the fire department to get in easily. Usually it's in the inside of the cab.
It was fit and finish, quality audit that you guys did, very instrumented. You measured everything, you documented it all.
Exactly. This is not guesswork. This is the real deal. Losing power. I mean, in an accident, I'm pretty sure that monitor is going to take a hit. They don't like too much excitement. So getting people out is kind of, you only got seconds.
Farther down the car, starting just with the door handles. You don't like the way they open.
No. Okay, so supposedly this is supposed to be a one-handed operation. So in an ATV, I broke my wrist once. And for me, this is like near impossible. Then we've got the way they did, the gaps on this car are like, you can see them from Mars. This is really not so good. But we also found that they stuck an extra piece of cat's paw in here. This is an afterthought or something.
And what's cat's paw?
Cat's paw just means that when the glass goes up, it seals and it keeps it from rattling. This is the real way to open the door. And if you listen, you can hear it, right? That's what opens the door. Right. But, you know, being a mechanical snob, I came down and lifted this way. And when you do that, the screen over here says, you have activated the alternate, you know, and so this is kind of a backup so that you can get out of the car if you have to.
It's a mechanical system in case of an emergency.
Right. Anyways, there's no activation here except for this one. And you'd push the child release. So the child release is up here in this area here. But when we get to the trunk, I mean, we're looking at some other little surprises. Like number one, this is really a heavy load. We did a
high effort to close.
High effort, yeah. The efforts for this car are higher than almost anything we've ever seen. Not since the 90s have I seen closures like this. Oh no, I personally, if I was in the fire department, I doubt very much if I would be the guy.
And if you're in the fire department and the trunk's closed, do you even know to go here to find this emergency cut through?
Yeah, this is a very unusual. The stack-ups, the tolerance stack-ups on this car are just like nothing we've ever seen before. Not since, like I say, the 70s or something. I don't understand how it got to this point. I mean, these are flaws that we would see on a Kia in the 90s. The only thing I don't like is it takes quite a few clicks to get to where it gets to, and so consequently that kind of takes away a little bit. And I'm not a big fan of the glass being right here. In a cockpit, when we design an airplane or something, you know, the glass is central to the pilot. He needs to see that stuff and not look sideways.
Poor build quality is a common fear amongst prospective Tesla buyers. So how good is the Model 3 panel alignment, panel gaps, door seals, and does it have rattles? Now, the alignment of the front fender is slightly off, and you can even see that the hood is slightly upwards.
So let's talk about the sound system. It's a great system, there's just a couple bugs. The most frustrating thing is the fader. Every single time I get back in my car, the fader's back to its default position, and that's not the way I like it. If you don't have your radio up, it can take up to 6 clicks to get it back to where I want it. Another problem with the sound system is the car forgets what station it's on. I'm concerned because I had the same problem on my Model S, and it took Tesla 3 years to fix it. Hopefully that's not the case this time. Another feature that's missing in the Model 3 is the web browser. The Model S and the Model X both have it. The Model 3 does not have it yet. Hopefully it's coming. You may know the windows in the back do not roll all the way down. It's not the end of the world, but our windows in the front do not fully roll down either.
Unveiled it about 2 years ago, with hundreds of thousands of people putting down deposits on a car that's positioned against sports sedans